302 Rear Living Copper Canyon Sprinter here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. This is a Keystone fifth wheel, and this is, in a lot of senses, the predecessor to today's Springdale fifth wheel. Represented their, just rank and file soldier level fifth wheel at Keystone. That being said, a lot of real sharp things here. A lot of things in common, really, with a Cougar, not too far apart one from the other. We've got the weather package on here with the enclosed underbelly. It says a 30,000 BTU furnace, so it's got a very large furnace on here. It's an 07. I can see a couple signs of use here and there, but nothing that scares me terribly. Like I noticed they had put a little bumper hitch on the back here, and at some point they may have put a little more weight than they needed on there. I noticed that the bumper was squeaked down just a touch. Nothing major, but it's visible, but it's purely aesthetic. There's nothing that scares me on this RV. The awning fabric's in good shape, no leaks, everything's in good working order. 9,440 pounds, by the way, and in really good shape. Like I said, they took care of it. You can, there's some areas I've learned to look at as indicators, like down here, RVs that have this sort of like felt-ish lined basement. If there's been dirt and stuff in here, it's so hard to clean. So you can see how clean that is. You can tell it's been well maintained. I've also learned to look at the decals. These are not peeling, these are not cracked. This has been well kept. It's been kept mostly out of the weather, and you can still see how much shine is on the fiberglass. It's not chalky and worked down. That means that people probably kept it clean and likely waxed. Can't guarantee that because I haven't spoken with them personally, but that's usually an indicator. This is a very interesting layout too. It's got a big super slide, not uncommon from what you see. I like it. We've got all the big windows, lots of light. You do have two section day and night shades, which is a plus since these are not tinted windows. So if you pull the, let me show you what I mean here. You pull the day shade, you and me, we can still see out enough to know if there's somebody walking around a campsite, but they're not going to be able to see in with this. Then if you pull the nightshade down, boom, total privacy. All of your fabrics and upholstery and everything are in good shape. Little dinette things that stick out like this have always something I've known, like it seems to get scarred up and scuffed real bad. So the fact that this is in good shape tells me, again, well kept RV. And again, if you've seen any of my videos, you know that I'm a big fan of finding original owner's manuals, because that means this is, again, an indicator of something that was well kept. People who keep track of their manuals take care of their RVs more often than not. All of your cabinetry appears to be raised panel on here. Again, a lot in common here with like a Cougar, Laredo, or something like that. Keystone's, core of their fifth wheel lineup. You can still see all that influence here. Previous owners did just put in these brand new chairs right here. So these are brand new Euro style recliners with their little rocking footstools. They might look a little funny. They're so comfortable. And what I like about them, they're perfect in rear living rooms like this because they're super lightweight. They're not a big, heavy recliner. This isn't, like I said, an interesting layout. And what it accomplishes is very cool. It gives us a big, separated, defined living room with a defined kitchen here. There's almost like a division where you can clearly see one beginning and the other ending. A lot of good storage here in this entertainment center too. But very nice space here if you need to stretch out. Like if you got a couple big dogs or something, perfect for something like that. I do like all the huge windows in this living room too. Lots of cabinet space in the kitchen. That is the benefit that we have here versus a traditional rear living. So this thing has a pretty awesome kitchen space with a lot of storage that rear living rooms usually don't have. I do like that ceiling fan too. It really helps when you open all the windows and get some cross breeze, which just has plenty of windows for cross breeze. You will be able to keep that moving around and keep it fresh and not stagnant. So we have 6 drawers right here in the kitchen. Usually you're lucky to get 2 or 3 in a rear living room. This has 6. That's awesome. It does look like also we have an 8 cubic foot refrigerator freezer, which when this was built was really uncommon and it's still not standard today. Looks like they may have left behind their toaster, so that may or may not be here when we're all said and done. Pardon me. And we've got floor to ceiling storage here with one of my favorites. This is something that's rarely found today, is that slide to you pantry. I like that slide open pantry thing, and it still is in great working order. It moves smooth as butter, and it's still, you know, the lock and everything's still in place here. It hasn't been overloaded and busted up. We do have a privacy door to segregate the middle bathroom deck, very traditional middle bathroom deck, with a front queen bed slide out. This is a pretty traditional open rear, or pardon me, open middle bathroom, because what that gives you is, well, first of all, it lets them keep the RV about 1.5 feet shorter than a private bath, but secondly, it gives you a nice wide open front bedroom space here where you can actually get dressed and whatnot. Sadly, these mirrors are big enough you're going to have to look at my ugly face in here a time or two, and my gangly, weird computer guy body and spindly arms, but hey, it is what it is. She is 30 amps, so any 30 amp campsite should do you. Big 8-foot wide front wardrobe here, and a big dresser space at the base of the bed here. What I like is how this is wide open. So we've got that nice big wall right there for cross breeze, and that goes right along with this window for cross breeze. I like those little stands. That's a nice touch. It's hard to find fifth wheel bed slides with good stands for like phones and things like that. And it's funny, this being an 07 has it, where a lot of modern RVs don't. So again, big shower with that middle dedicated bathroom deck. A tall guy like me can actually stand up in it without ducking. Here on the upper bathroom deck, I do duck slightly, but it doesn't bother me. Tall goofballs like me, we're so used to hitting our head on stuff that you just get accustomed to it after a while and you duck. No big deal. Big adult size sink too. And again, this is another one of those areas I've learned to look as an indicator. Look how clean that is. They cleaned everything. A lot of people just don't clean their RV bathrooms. It's just something I've noticed. That's not a problem here. And this hasn't. You know, as if the front wardrobe closet wasn't enough, we have another wardrobe closet here with 4 additional dresser drawers. So tons of storage in this. A nice, interesting floor plan that gives you, you know, a defined kitchen, a defined living room, but still an open flowing space. Give us a call, 800-256-5196, Haylet RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Take care, stay safe, have fun, happy camping, everyone.